I'm Dennis.
Hi, I'm Michelle, and we would like to tell you a little bit about ourselves.
So, when I met Michelle a long, long time ago, in a place far, far away, she kind of asked me, "What do you want to do with your life?" And I said, "I want to sail the world." She said, "Let's do it."
And when I met Dennis, I was living in the U.S., which is where I'm from. And in 2002, I decided to move up to British Columbia and start my life with Dennis.
So, we started our sailing life on a Tanzer 28 because we had no clue what to do with a sailboat. So, we bought the big book.
Well, you had a clue.
I had a clue.
Being on the water.
Being in the Navy, But my point was, we bought the big Bible, not the Bible, but the sailboat Bible, and we learned everything as we went. So we learned on the Tanzer 28, sailing on the inside passage between Vancouver Island and the mainland.
And for those of you that don't know, the Inside Passage, you actually just said it, is the body of water between Vancouver Island, the Vancouver Island, and the mainland.
That's what I said.
Yeah. So it's the body of water between Vancouver Island and the mainland. And it's a very, 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 very beautiful cruising ground with many fjords and waterways and anchorages and just incredible... Okay, we'll skip that. I'll make it shorter next time.
All right. So, my turn?
Yes.
Okay.
There.
Oh, yes. So, after we were all practiced up, we decided maybe it was time to upgrade to a bigger boat so that we could go offshore. So, we decided to go to a 37-foot feeling that we named Equestrian.
And we brought Equestrian home.
Do you want to explain Equestrian?
Sure.
Yeah.
We named her Equestrian because I had been living in Tucson for many years and had a passion and had some horses. That he was very familiar with boats and water was because he owned a diving business and had spent many, many years on the water, both for work and his time in the Navy.
Many, many years.
Anyhow. So we named her Equestrian because we combined aqua and equestrian. So our boat became Equestrian.
Gotcha.
And we learned we learned a great deal on Equestrian. We spent a lot of time continuing to sail in the Inside Passage on our time off, on weekends to hone our sailing skills, and also enjoying the beauty of the area.
And learning what not to do.
And what to do.
Yes.
So then in 2004, we left on our offshore adventure. We left from BC, went out the Juan de Fuca, and then awaited a window to leave from the point of the northwest of Washington. And we took off offshore for 9 days. We got as far as northern San Francisco on that passage. And after that, we meandered down the U.S. West Coast and Central America. We got as far as Panama.
Yes, we did. Do you want to talk about our wedding?
Oh, yeah. We got married along the way.
3 times. But that'll come later. Anyway, in 2008, you can imagine, at that time, we're basically out of money, out of time. We're sitting on deck of Equestrian at anchor just before the Panama Canal. And what comes across? 2 BC ferries that they had purchased at the time from England. And they were coming across the canal with a banner on the side saying, BC or bust. And we just looked at each other and went, it must be a sign. So off we went. We packed up the boat, put it on a ship, sent it to Victoria, and we got our butt on a plane with the 2 cats, which was a great adventure that maybe one day we'll tell you. And we flew to Victoria to meet our boat.
And so we went back to work and we went back to land. And about a year after going back to Vancouver Island, we ended up selling Equestrian to better manage our land and working lives at the time. And I remember when we left in 2004 for our first offshore passage, we were on the dock and we were getting ready to go and people were wishing us well. And there was an older gentleman that had come up to us. We didn't really know him, but he had landed from being offshore himself. He had been on a multi-year circumnavigation. And he was what I might term an old salt. And he came up and he said, you know, I really wish you well on your journey. And you guys are kind of young, so just remember, when you come back, just so you know, it'll never be the same.
Oh, was you right? Never the same. But we did enjoy our 20 years ashore. Sorry, cat attack. We did enjoy our 20 years ashore. We traveled a lot. We lived in different places. We even built our own home in the BC mountains from the ground up.
From the ground up, literally.
Well, we didn't dig the ground, but we built a house.
From the ground up.
From the ground up.
Right. So we had a really good time on land. We lived in a lot of wonderful places, then we started kind of thinking about sailing again.
Mm-hmm.
It just
The itch
crept
came
right back in.
Yep.
Yeah, joyful part of now. And thinking about the whole, we're building this amazing house and it's really an incredible space, and the whole sailing thing started coming up again. And I just reflected on what was the time in my life that I felt most peaceful and most centered. And that was when I was on the boat. In fact, I have this one memory of being on the boat on an early morning watch. And I was up in the cockpit by myself, and it was just, this amazingly perfect breeze, and the sun was rising, and the sky was pink. And it was just an amazing, peaceful, incredibly connected, calming moment. And that was probably one of my best memories ever. So I decided I was really ready to go back to the boat.
So guess what?
Well, you decided that too then. It wasn't just me.
That's right.
Yeah.
We sold the house. It must have been meant to be because it sold in 2 days. So.
I think I mentioned we retired. So anyway.
We had to.
The goal this time around.
Right. Oh, that's my line.
Yes, that's
Stop stealing.
I'm cueing you.
Sorry. The goal this time is to start on the East Coast. Look for a boat there so that we could cruise up and down the coast and probably end up in Caribbean, a little bit of time there, and then eventually make it to Europe. But after that, who knows?
Oh, whoops.
What? Oh, yeah, right. Whoops.
The family.
The family.
We need to introduce you to the family.
Correct.
So, we have a few... Go ahead. Tell them a little bit about the family. I'll go get them.
She will produce the family one at a time. Well, let's start. Here it is. Rex. The most annoying? Cute, but annoying cat. He gets into everything. If you open a can of anything, a bag of anything, he will be there, guaranteed. And he will steal.
And then there's number 2.
Who's this one? Nosy.
Nosy.
Yes, he is. He gets into everything also, like his brother. He will open doors. He will open drawers. He will open anything that he can put his dirty little paws in. It's dangerous. We actually had to put child guards on the drawers in the kitchen at the house.
And
luckily,
door
on the
locks.
boat. Door locks. Yes. And here's
3 cats.
This is Snoozy.
And Snoozy is kind of a goofy, lost soul that, she was the runt of the litter.
Lost.
She was the runt of the litter. They didn't think she was going to make it. So she's probably missing a couple of brain cells. But she's very, very cute, very sweet. And her brother picked on her all the time.
Okay, so are you counting?
4 cats.
Little Mud.
She's also part of the Gray family. But she's not gray. That's why we called her Mud, because she looks like a pile of mud.
And she separates herself from her brother. Sorry, excuse me.
Last but not least.
Are we counting?
Here we go. 5 cats.
This is Junior.
Junior.
He's the patriarch.
He's
15.
15 years old. But
I don't think we mentioned Snoozy, Rex, Nosy, and Mud are all the same.
The
part
Gray.
of the litter.
Here we go. This is Wally, a cute little rescue dog.
I bet you are all wondering what we were wondering. And that is, how on earth are you going to sell the house, take 5 cats, a dog, get everybody organized, deal with everything in the house.
All the luggage, all the stuff.
Go look for a boat. Go from the West Coast to the East Coast looking for a boat.
Mm-hmm.
How on earth is that going to work?
An RV. A great big RV.
So we decided to get a motorhome to move out of the house into and travel ourselves and the cats. And, we decided we'd go visit some family along the way. And
Correct.
some very dear friends along the way. And use the motorhome to go from the west to the east.
West to south to the east.
North to south.
Friends,
North to south.
family, friends, and then to the east.
Right, well, east, west, south, and then east, with family and friends in the middle,
Correct.
and look for the boat on the
At the
east.
end.
At the end. So, that brings us to where we are now.
Correct.
Where are we?
We're in Rhode Island. Whoops. Did I say that?
We want to invite you to
Yes.
join us on this crazy making journey of looking for a boat and starting our new cruising life.
Yes, absolutely.
So click the subscribe button
Down
below
there.
and come join us.
Before the cat destroys the camera.
And when I met Dennis, when I met Dennis,
Was that your line?
I don't remember. And when I met Dennis,
Pause.
Wally, it's okay. So the inside, the inside pass.
Could have a little bit more room and... We should never do this at dinner time.